Hey everybody, how y'all doing out there? So I don't know how many of my friends out there have been following the whole coronavirus, COVID-19, SARS virus thing out there. But I know a few people around here have asked me about, my last video, where I made that song and kind of made light of it. But sometimes it amazes me how little people think. But let's the truth. Yeah, all the American countries uh, are lying to their people, and it's very obvious. But well, I have a girlfriend in Thailand, and most of you guys know that. She's okay. She's okay. She's 100% sure though that Thailand is the safest place in the world, and you'd probably think so if you looked at the WHO's the WHO's stats and stuff. Thailand's only got like 20 cases or something like that. I don't know. Very few. Um, and I remember last week when America was the U.S. was at 15 cases, and we'd been there for like a whole week. You know, and I'm looking at Korea and China, Italy, Iran, the more honest places actually, and seeing that this disease is doubling every day there. Yet we have 15 cases and somehow we can contain it. Oh, we're so much better than them. No, no. I'll tell you what the truth is. The truth is we have run 414 tests. We have 35 people who have been confirmed. We've only run 414 tests. We've brought over 300,000 people from the China Wuhan area, college students, over here. How many of them have been tested? Zilch. None of them. And they're running around. I got a cold. My son has a cold. He brought it to me from school. Over half of the kids at school are sick. There's empty classes now. And they're telling us 53 people. Now, I'm not as gullible as my girlfriend is. I realize we're being lied to. But there's a reason for that. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's because you're gonna think, oh, it's because America doesn't want us to stop working. We got to keep the economy going." Yeah, that has something to do with it. Yeah, it does. It would obviously be a big part of it. But think about this. Let's say America really is that safe, and we're really that safe, and there's only 53 people in this country with that disease. And this disease goes all through Asia and the Middle East and Europe and, basically just overtakes them over there. Yet we only have 53 people over here that ever got it. Maybe at the end we will admit to 1,000 people that got it. That's very few. That's very few in our country, in this big place. Okay? And then the whole thing, maybe, hopefully, one day is eradicated. It's gone. What does that mean? That means that Europe, the Middle East, and China, Asia, all have a big tool they can use against us because we've never had it. We're not immune. So, what is the obvious answer? Well, the answer is that 60% of our country needs to get this disease in order to keep someone from deciding 2-3 years from now to get on an airplane with a certain disease and fly to Chicago, and then from Chicago to Dallas, and then get on a plane, go from Dallas to Columbus, and then get on a plane and go from Columbus to, Baltimore, and just keep doing that. And in 1 to 2 days, we'd have an epidemic way worse than China's got. You know, that's a hell of a tool, isn't it? That's a hell of a tool. We can't have that. There's only one way right now that we know for sure that we can stop that from happening, and that's if we all get sick. You know? So it makes sense then, when you think about it, why 300,000 Chinese people are out here running our streets, and we have schools that are practically empty from sick kids and teachers, and we've only tested 414 people. We only have test kits in 3 cities, and we've found out that only 2 of them have working test kits. Why, if you have all the symptoms, they still won't test you. Well, that all makes sense. So, you can get mad, you can get real mad, you can sue if you want to, but the truth is, if we would all be safe, if only 10,000 people in the whole country got sick from this disease, unless we have a for sure antivirus, which we don't yet, we couldn't keep, say, Syria or Yemen or China or Russia or Italy or whoever else. We couldn't keep them from attacking us with it. So it's for our own good. It sucks really bad, but it's for our own good, and that's the way it is, and that's the truth of the matter. I mean, just think of it. Just imagine if whatever country you live in was the only place that didn't get that. And really sit down and think about the future. So anyway, that's what that all comes down to. Yeah, you know, and sometimes when terrible things happen, the best thing to do is find a way to laugh about it, because it's either that or it's panic, and there ain't no sense in panicking. What's going to happen is going to happen. Anyway, hope y'all are doing good out there, not too sick yet, and the ones that are sick, well, I hope you recover. You got like an 80-some% chance of recovering just fine. So, anyway, we'll see y'all later. Bye.